Hello, my friends. How are you? Hiker Dave here. I am at a brand new area. I'm not going to say where I'm at yet until I see what's around here. I just pulled into the trailhead, and the first thing I see, other than incredible amounts of mayflies, is an uprooted tree right on the trail. I have to wear a head net. It's so bad. I have to wear a head net. It's mayfly season up in New Hampshire in the mountains is insane. I actually had to drive. This is probably one of the most remote spots I've hiked since coming up to New Hampshire, since moving up here. I had to drive, I think it was almost 2 miles or just over 2 miles down a dirt road. I mean, I'm like, where is this road taking me? So this is really, truly out in the middle of nowhere here. But it's a brand new spot for me. So that's always exciting. It is I think it's a 2.5, or I don't know if it's a 2.5 mile hike in and then another 2.5 mile hike out. I believe it is. So it's about 2.2 miles actually. Excuse me. So it's just about 4.5 miles. It is, excuse me, absolutely beautiful today. It's going to be almost 70 degrees. Low humidity, pardon me. So this really is going to be interesting. This is definitely not terrain I'm used to. A lot of rocks, elevation. I've been going up. I don't know what that red is all about. I'm not sure. I gotta say though, without the head net, I would have got right back in the car. They're so bad that every time I breathe in, I'd be sucking in a bunch of mayflies. So I Googled this on the Google Earth, and it shows that the trail wraps around a pond. And I have yet to find any water, never mind a pond. I'm seeing some promising stuff already. Some tree breaks. There's one right behind me here. It's pretty old. It's very old. But I'm seeing tree breaks nonetheless. Without this head net, no way would I have done this. And I remember from last year, before I moved up here, 2 years ago now, I hiked and I didn't own a head net. It was brutal, terrible, terrible hike. Really takes the fun right out of it when you spend the whole time swiping at bugs, you know. Yeah, this terrain is much different than I'm used to. I like it though. I'm not against it. How am I gonna fit through that? Come on, man. There's gotta be a way around that, right? I'm a little too large to be. This is the other way up. Oh, look at the little. Oh boy. All right, I'm gonna have to put the phone down, I think, for this. Nope. Yeah, this is just a whole different experience for me. There's gotta be caves around here somewhere, I bet. I bet you there is. Oh, come on. Oh boy, I see water. The unfortunate thing is, that means I have to go back down. I can hear that beeping off in the distance. That is a grader. There was this huge grading machine that grades the road. I had to actually back up to find a place to pull off the road into the woods to let the grader go by me. Because there's just long dirt road to get up here. What's unfortunate is I got to hike back down to the water. So that means I got to come back up this bad Larry. But that's all right. There was no other cars in the parking lot when I pulled in. So as far as I know, I'm out here alone. I hear water running. Really, really thick, dense woods here. It's not a large pine forest, so the vegetation grows up really thick. When you've got a large area or a large pine forest, the needles are very acidic, and it really prevents any growth, or not a lot of growth anyways. But I can tell not a lot of pine trees here. A lot of stone, a lot of granite. Where's my trail? There it is. Boy, this place is just like a whole nother planet to me. It's beautiful. It's just what a different terrain that I'm used to. It is a beautiful, beautiful spot, though. Been following these yellow blazes. Nice, clearly marked trail. Boy, that water looks clean. I bet you if I had to, I could drink that right out of that nice, clean little pool and barely even get you out of here. All right, where is the marker here? I have no map of this area. I have no reception up here, so no phone. So my All Trails is not working the way it should. And I already can't find the next blaze. Isn't that great? Where are you? Gotta be this way, right? Come on. You gotta be joking me that I already lost. Show me a blaze. You have got to be joking me. Okay, I gotta shut this off and find out where the trail went, because it's just as soon as I cross that water, the trail's gone. Good times. All right, I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque there. I took a right when I should have went left. Story of my life right there. Boy, that water looks so clean. Sheesh Louise. But I have plenty of water with me. And if I ever had to, I have a really nice filter I could use. All right. Back to the blazes. What in the blazes? It's getting a little confusing here. So I'm really going slow. I see one up ahead. Okay. I find difficulty in if you're looking for sign, right, of Sasquatch, and you're in a new area that you're unfamiliar with, no map. It's difficult to do both. it's tricky to navigate and look for things that stick out at the same time, you know what I mean? It's a really quick way to get lost. Really? You expect me to go that way, huh? Okay. So I stopped to take a break here, and I still got more elevation to go, but I got company to my left and behind me. So I got something here and definitely something down low. It doesn't sound big or anything, but I couldn't imagine in a survival situation being stuck out here and not having any kind of covering. I think it's just something you would get used to, I'm assuming. But the second you stop, overwhelming. It's something moving up behind me. It doesn't sound large. Hey, bear. I've been saying that all the way because this is bear country. And they're pretty active right now, I would think. This is the time of year for them to be maybe even looking for a partner, perhaps. But I'm going to get a move on, and we'll see what else is up there. Funny thing, guys, I'm at the top of this mountain that I'm climbing, and I had reception on my phone. So I got onto the All Trails app because I came to a fork in the trail. I'm like, really? I can either go left or right. So I was able to get reception. I'm not anywhere near where I thought I was. I'm climbing Bald Mountain right now. So I can finally say I accidentally hiked up Bald Mountain. But from what I'm seeing on the All Trails, this will go down and off to the right, and I'll get to that lake that I wanted, or that pond that I wanted to hike alongside. This has happened to me before, where I see a trailhead, I'm like, oh, there it is, and you just start off hiking. I didn't realize there's 2 trailheads in that parking lot, so I just figured, oh, follow the yellow blaze. And wouldn't you know it, I did not plan on hiking a mountain today, but it's beautiful, so I'm not going to complain. I just was not prepared for the elevation. I mean physically. I got all my gear with me, all kinds of good stuff. Oh, that's so unprofessional. All right, I just ran into a very nice gentleman. And he's older than me, and he was booking it. He was like trail running, and he confirmed, yes, I'm not on the trail I thought I was on, but I gotta follow this for another while. And he said there's some really nice cliff views up here, which I'm looking forward to seeing that. And then the trail kind of wraps down like the All Trails app says, and then I'll be able to take the pond trail back. So much for my 4-mile hike. It's looking like a lot more than that. Good thing I bought some beef jerky and some Cliff Bars and plenty of water. I see water down there. Yeah, there's that's the pond that I wanted to hike, alongside of it. But apparently that's not happening. And I said to the guy, I go, okay, I just take this trail back down and stay to the right. He goes, no. He goes, you still got some climbing to do before the trail turns, and then I can follow. What's that? What's up there? And then I can follow the pond back. This is really a beautiful spot, but again, my intention was not to hike Bald Mountain, and yet here I am, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm glad that I mistakenly took the wrong route. Look at the mountain views there, guys. Unfortunately, I haven't really been able to look for sign and stuff around me because I'm a little preoccupied with not getting lost on Bald Mountain. And look at this, I gotta go up even further. Holy jabroni. But the gentleman said there's some really nice views. You'll get to see them as soon as I do. This place really seems prime for caves here. I have to do some more investigative work. Unless you guys at home want to check it out for me. Bald Mountain cave systems, if there are any. This looks like a really good prime spot where you can find caves. Really beautiful, beautiful spot. Oh, look at my finger in the camera. This is good content, right? Good content with the finger in the... Holy mackerel, what a beautiful mistake I made. I'm not even at the top yet. That's where I wanted to be, down there, but what a beautiful spot. Oh, what a view. Wait till you guys see this. Wow, what a wonderful mistake I made. That's kind of what I get for not paying attention, thinking that there was just one trail. I definitely never expected to do this. But I'm so happy that I did take that wrong trail. It's not much of an expedition as far as looking for Sasquatch sign. It's just, the view is, it's amazing. It's really beautiful. So I'm going to start heading down so I can get on the trail that I meant to take. It's so beautifully quiet here. All right. One last view here before I go. What a beautiful sight. I'd love to climb up here in the wintertime, believe it or not. Wow. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, it seems as though I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque and I ended up on top of Bald Mountain, overlooking Willard Pond. I did not mean to climb this mountain. I took the wrong trail. Now that is funny. I took the wrong trail, can you believe that? And I ended up climbing a mountain on accident. Absolutely beautiful. I really don't know if I'm on the right trail. My all trails says I'm offline. Two pretty cool breaks right here, so I don't know if I'm on the right trail going down or not. There was a couple of different ways I could go. This is fresh. Look at that. That's new. Brandy new. Holy Jablinski. That's a brand new break. That one up there is older, but I'm really praying this is the right trail. I think that it is, but I also thought, wow, look at that. That's a brand new, that tree, that's a brand new blowover. And That just happened. That looks like that's a live tree that just got pushed over like that, huh? Oh boy, another break right there. I'm surrounded by tree breaks, guys. Another tree break here. Tree break right there. I'm surrounded by them. Well, at least I'm going downhill, right? Where'd all the birds go? I can't stop because the bugs just kind of swarm as soon as I stop. This is an extremely squatchy side of the mountain right here. I saw just a very few tree breaks and stuff on the way up. Now on this side of the mountain, I'm not sure what side of the mountain on. Let me check my compass here. I'm on the north side. Interesting, huh? I'm on the north side of Bald Mountain now. And I remember in my early days of looking into trying to find where Bigfoot is, I remember Nathan Rio, there was a channel, Utah Sasquatch, and he used to say, look on the north face of slopes, mountains, hills and stuff, and he used to find a lot of sign there. And that's really ringing true right now. I didn't see a lot coming up the south face, but now going down, I'm seeing a lot of really sketchy type. Some real sketchy stuff. Whoa. Yep. At least one good thing about the bugs too is they're not mosquitoes yet, so the mosquitoes are not too bad right now. I bet you mid-June, July, August, the mosquitoes will just pick you up and take you away. All right, I gotta check and see if I'm online again. I gotta periodically, I really want to look, because if I'm just getting further and further away from that pond, then I gotta turn around and go back up this mountain. And I would really like to avoid that. All right, so I climbed a 200-foot tall tree to get some service. No, sir, I'm only kidding. I kept checking my phone and kept checking, and I found a little spot where I had service. So I'm still, of course, nowhere near where I meant to be when I first started out this morning, but I am on the trail back to the pond. So, and then it's going to be a couple miles from there. I gotta say, in this particular hike I'm on now, I'm gonna say I don't think I've ever felt this remote, or this. I never felt so like I'm out there, man. Like, you know, I've been to a bunch of places, many different places, and I've been on, back in my Massachusetts days, I've gone on 6, 7, 8 mile hikes, but I've always been completely aware of the topography, so to speak, or I know that the area, and it might be a loop of 7, 8 miles, right? This place is so out of the way that I just can't remember hiking a place where I felt so away from everything. And something too that I know is foreign to me too is I'm used to hiking pine forests. That's kind of where I grew up. It's all pine. I don't know my trees well enough to know what trees I'm looking at here, but I mean, I'm hard pressed to find a pine tree. They're kind of dotted here and there. I cannot believe the silence. It's almost deafening how quiet it is here. I gotta charge my phone. I think I've been using so much of the battery trying to get my location on the All Trails app so I can see exactly where I'm at, which is great about All Trails, that it shows you what trail you're on, what direction you're headed. It's really nice, unless you're offline. If you're not online, then it's useless, really. And I wish they had maps at the beginning of my hike, because I would have, of course, taken advantage of that. But what an awesome happenstance, right? To think I'm just going to take a nice leisurely flat ground trail along the pond. Whoop. What's that? Woodland creature, I know it was. Whatever it was, it didn't sound big. It sounded like maybe I spooked a little woodland creature. I've been doing a lot of that to myself as I hike down this side. There's a lot of what was that going on in my head, like, what's that? But I'm not feeling afraid or anything like that. There's no fear or nothing. Boy, those tree breaks right as I was coming down the north face. I felt surrounded all of a sudden. I mean, not by anything living, just surrounded by sign. I was like, holy jabroni. Somebody or something made sure to mark that part of the trail, and there was no doubt about it that it was marked by could have been a person, but I couldn't see why a person would do that, but who knows, right? This is definitely challenging terrain. It's fun, really fun. You got to really watch your footing. I mean, the trail is just covered in ankle breakers everywhere. There's the birds. I can hear the birds now. Man, it feels like going down is just as difficult. Oh, microphone. I feel like going down is just as taxing as going up. I think it's worse on the knees. I gotta find somewhere to, I gotta stop, I gotta charge my phone. I'm down to like 40%. And I used a lot of battery trying to get my bearings. I hear water running. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Ah, boy, we're leveling out here. Thank you, baby Jesus. I gotta be getting close to the pond, right? I mean, come on. For the love of Pete. Well, I think I won this round. I've got the pond on my left, and that's right where I want to be. Excellent. So this is the trail I originally was going to take. It's always an adventure, I have to say. Whenever I hike a new area, it's always an adventure. Well, here's an interesting turn of events. A dirt road, and this is not where I came in. Okay. All right, so that's the pond. So look at that, a house and everything. Well, I'm going to assume I'm back here because where I parked, I never made it to the pond. So I gotta be back here somewhere. Well, isn't that parking lot a sight for sore eyes? It totally came out way different than when I came in. Yes, indeed. Well, there was my mistake right there. I went in on this trail. Oh, boy. Oh, it's good to see. Oh, pardon me. Well, that was an interesting exploration, I must say. I'm really looking back now that I'm done with it. I'm really glad that I made that mistake, and I ended up climbing up on an absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful mountain. I've never been up there. I know it's right in the area. It's right in my town, actually. To get here, I had to leave my town and find this dirt road and whatever. But boy, am I glad that I did this hike. I saw some really cool stuff. A lot of it, I really kind of had to spend most of my time checking on where I was headed. Really had to watch my footing. The terrain, easy to turn an ankle. And I really didn't want to tumble and roll down Bald Mountain. So I didn't really quite get as much really going off trail or anything, so maybe this wasn't one of my better videos, but beautiful, beautiful exploration regardless, I really enjoyed that. I really appreciate you guys coming by and checking it out, and I'll definitely see you on the next one.